Alright, so it should be streaming now. I'm not sure, I need to go refresh. Okay, I just hope I'm streaming right now. I can't full screen it, which is sad. Anyways, there is a new intervallo, which is good. Yeah. I've not played the intervallo yet. I wanna try it. Okay. Jia Yuan Shun. Okay. Seated next to hierarchy seat upon which. Let me just go and edit something, alright? I need to make sure I'm using the correct mic. Yeah. I'm using the correct mic. Which is, good. On her head houses, proxies and members, and she nods slightly acknowledging your awkward presence. And little Sichin's guest, who stayed here at our H Corp, seems to be extending without a foreseeable end. Isn't she technically from Q Corp? What's up with her acting like she's any less of an outsider as we are? Than we are. Yeah, and did everyone catch that our H Corp? Do they? Okay, wait, that's questionable because now you can think that maybe they all. This is like the place where the singularity is. Very epic. Singularity. Regardless of everything, the fact that she hijacked the meeting from the get-go is ridiculous. Especially Sachin, the family hierarch herself, presiding over this official assembly. Clearly, she is using the presence of her assisting the hierarch to assert her own dominance over these proceedings. Venerable form Tiamu has always discussed with the confided in me about the matters of the great import. The momentousness, whatever that means, of which neared the very course of H Corp's prospects. Even after I departed the family of Q Corp, venerable former Tia Mu has always written missives to confer such matters with me. Yeah, Tia Mu died. We beat the crap out of her. She considers herself the main character of the scene or something. Your grace certainly benefits your station, Lady Yao Chun. I'm impressed by your utmost dedication to the citizenry of Hongyuan despite your already saturated schedule. Does he say anything? Or is he just dot dot dot? Okay. Response from the participants are just as protracted. Only obsequious instead of arrogant. As heads of some of those houses were under investigation for consorting with the forces foreign to Hongyan. Their vacuum was filled by the children's generation, many of whom we had the pleasure of meeting during the family hierarchy war. Very well, then shall we? Welcome, Xiachun, the next person to sit upon the seat of Hongyan's family hierarchy. Greetings. Good greetings. Now let us begin. For many years, all those who have gathered here have toiled day and night for the internal prosperity of and growth of H Corp. She just cut off Xiachun's literally. Xiachun's expression immediately sours as Yachun unceremoniously cuts her off her self-introduction. For the agenda of this assembly, the assembly are urgent discussions and passage of new majority policy items that have been tabled for far too long. Distributive contributions, right actioning police quarterly amnesty policy. Hold on, big sister Yachun. Passing the distribution contribution rights. Okay, whatever that is policy. Allow the opening of the open auction for any remaining rooms the day before reconstruction days, and the quarterly amnesty wouldn't do anything but give unfair advantage to certain families and high net worth individuals by guaranteeing them large real estate assignments regardless of their performance in the previous quarter. Tiachun stutters a little, flustered before continuing. My point is, these policies are going to rattle H Corp's economy the moment they go into effect. Besides, these policies were pretty much drawn to the flavor lining of the pockets of a select few families and high-ranking officials of H Corp. Ahem. If I may, venerable hierarchy lining the pockets. That is quite the odd turn of phrase to refer to the bare minimum of respect the society might repay to its highest contributing members, don't you think? Oh, before we continue, Citron, I'm not entirely certain if you're aware, but ever since the ascension of the family hierarchy, the perceived value of Hongyuan has been racing to the, for lack of a better word, rock bottom. Nice. Certainly, this demonstrates Hongyuan's concern and its lack of faith in the newly appointed family hierarchy. Therefore, it naturally follows that our most urgent task at hand is to put a stop to this value and reputation free fall and restore prosperity and greatness to Hongyuan once again. Was this what that other dude was talking about? Yeah, okay. That's family hierarchy job, sir. Right? Why are you? If you had pursued H Corp's articles of association, then would have known that should H Corp be deemed to be in a state of crisis, the four great houses and the board of directors voice all may carry de facto power in the assembly. The board of directors, that's us, has determined that we are now in a state of crisis. State of crisis? What crisis? Everything that led to my ascension to the family hierarchy was legitimate, down to the final approval. These unseemly rumors and slanders are taking our value, which we have built up assiduously through years upon years of toil. So, what is this, if not a state of crisis? And who wouldn't doubt the new family hierarchy qualities when this decline has conceded precisely with her ascension? Jia Yuanchun was somehow turning the room against Xia Chun, without presenting a single shred of evidence, portraying her as some burdensome hierarch who was single-handedly taking H-Corp's value. No one in the assembly, not even a single representative from any families present, stepped up to point out how Tia Chun's swift actions were what finally repelled the outside forces that had marched right up to Hongyun's front yards, or how she deftly maneuvered her forces to quell the embers of war by quickly taking control of the chaos within Dao Guan. Okay, whatever that is. I think that's the funny place over there. I don't have any better words to call it. She hadn't shown any glaring signs of incompetence since her ascension, despite her relative inexperience, but everyone in Hongyun's board of directors, the head of each family, averted their eyes as though all of that had somehow inconceivably slipped their minds. So you take yourself to be qualified individual for that responsibility, Sichun. Very well, then proceed. We're all waiting for you to begin the briefing before the assembly. Regardless the last 30 years, quarterly net revenue records of Hongyun's singularity related business, your calculations on the next year's official debt forecast, and the exact recipe and variation numbers for the blouses that have been registered in the last 5 years. The venerable hierarchy has not received that data prior to the meeting. You must all be aware of the chaos that followed the ascension. We are still indexing all available materials too. Isn't that funny? Not once in the history of Hongyun has the family hierarchy ever failed to provide immediate and detailed answers regarding Hongyun's historical statistics. Jia Yachun must have known all along too. She must have known how the previous family hierarchy were all directly supplied with immense repository of information through the Xiahuang worm or something of the equivalent, and she's using it to target Sichun's weakness. Knowingly asking questions, the first family hierarchy without the Enamama worm, I don't know how to pronounce that, couldn't possibly answer. The responsibilities tried emotion of no confidence when high-ranking officials can result in the. So they're going after Sichun's power. Oh gosh, darn it! So this is the picture of Yachun wanted to paint. Impotent. From Here, lob. Here, ob objection. Yay. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What? Have you gone mental? Sinclair stood tall in the center of the room, undivided, astonishment alone. Dude, Sinclair is always Sinclair. So firmly. She gazed upon Sinclair cloud stand and rubbed her nose. Young Sinclair, thou hast evolved indeed. What an unmitigated pursuer of justice thou hast become. With such unrelenting fervor and utterly disregard of decorum. Certainly, mine efforts have finally borne fruit. What? What the hell? Did Don Quixote or Heathcliff suddenly rub off on you something? Okay. No. Wait, no. No, okay. What happened there? Don Quixote, we were going to... What happened to objecting together? Oh. I had taken thy suggestion to mean that we must have voiced our dissatisfaction through the official channels borrowing the title of Illustration Red Gaze and the Department of LCC. Disputes in succession of power on such a high level of government are hardly ever resolved with rash grandstanding. Wouldst thou not agree? Why are you normal all of a sudden? Lad, what just happened? What happened to the calmly meek boy? Well, that's... I guess I just assumed that this is how Limbus Company rolls now. He seems to have some unexpected outburst from Citron's guest. Withdraw your objection, and we will consider this a momentary loss of control and not enter it as an official statement. It was, Sinclair's eyes were shaking like someone with his life on the line. If not, I take it that you have full confidence in her abilities. So please, I encourage you to elaborate. When and how will Citron demonstrate her aptitude for responsibilities of family hierarchy? His voice continues to shrivel into a corner. He can't. And how could anyone? How could anyone when we all had a very clear view of her path to ascension? During family hierarchy evaluation, Tia Payu donated the coins he received from Tia Tu to you. Essentially, you partied your way to victory. Pity partied? And for your ascension, Tia Tu and those outsiders from upstart company had to, almost literally, carry you up to the seat. Has there even been a single victory attained by your own hands in that entire process? Ah, but have we not all been witness to these qualities she exhibited during the family hierarchy evaluation and her own ascension? You must have no shame snacking your way forked tongue in the audience of both heaven and earth like an unwitting buffoon. That's when quiet, even footsteps broke through Tia Yuanchun's merciless dismantling of Tia Sichun. Yet, I see the point. The hierarchy with her grace needs only demonstrate her already established qualifications before all. This is no place for an outsider to speak, but proceed. Just how will she prove herself before us? What an odd statement, coming from a fellow outsider who has been chattering for minutes on end. Forgive me. I could only presume from your verbosity that the right to speak in this forum was open to all outsiders. You have said it yourself, no? That the vote on the no confidence resolution will proceed in a month. That seems to give the vulnerable hierarch a month to regain the trust of each family. What? It's rather clear to me that there are many who find their own defeat in the family hierarchy war difficulty to accept. Such a doubt is easily resolved. A match between clans will lay out the result quite obviously. Very well. A fair challenge between clans. Which would preclude the participation of the family hierarch, Pack, and the Tialan guards. So, you would move her pal and Chu before the game even begins? Well, to be honest, I don't get these two, so oh wait, I do. These two are from like Chinese chess because my friends play a bit of that in Singapore, so yeah. Others, do you truly have that much faith in Tia Xun's abilities? You must know the consequences of failing these matches. No, it would be an unanimous one-sided end of the vote vote of no confidence, and naturally, any and all rights appertaining to the family hierarchy shall be transferred to the board of directors. That is fine by us. You are free to choose any champion whom you see fit. Unfortunately, you underlings don't seem to share your inflated confidence. But in the midst of the confusion, flabbergasted silence from the other sinners, and a clear, carefree, yet defiant voice rings out. Hong Lu's retort. No, that's not true at all, big sister, Yuan Shun. We actually have just as much confidence in Sichun as she does. His wide eyes stare directly and unblinking into Tia Yuanchun's. It occurred to me that this might be the way of expressing anger. This might be his way of expressing anger. Impudent child, how dare he stare me down like that? Then you are welcome to try. 1 month. You have but 1 month to prove before all audience that she is indeed fit to be the family hierarch. Should you fail, the vote may as well be a mere formality. Should she successfully prove herself, none of you shall again rightly challenge independent rights and powers bestowed upon the family hierarchy. The consequences of recalcitrance would be no different from those that the traitors are facing. Wouldn't you agree? Well then, we will accuse ourselves now. Wait, I'm... Gong turns around towards us with that same mysterious smile and slowly directs us outside the assembly hall. I'm just gonna read in my mind. It's much faster. Finally, we're done with fun. I'm gonna go gamble, guys. We got like free stuff Oh, the reward exchange. Anyways, we got a lot of free stuff. In the extraction, we got one free identity extraction thingy. I'm gonna use it. Let's hope I get something that I want to get, and not something I really don't want to get. That's ass, and yeah. Alright. Oh, we got two. We got two identities. Two identities. Two identities. Okay, I already have that. Oh, new one. New one. New Greg ID. Gosh darn, it has to be this one. This is not the Gregor ID I was looking for. I'm gonna be frankly honest with you. That's not what I'm looking for. But anyways, okay. Anyways, we can look at our funny stuff here, because I do wanna try to get another ID. Which is probably because I'm making my little rupture team in the background, which is in here. Yeah, so I'm trying to make my little rupture team. I have this guy and this guy. This is the most important one. I'm missing you, your Heisho ID, your Heisho ID, and your Heisho ID. So yeah, let's drive, I guess. Anyways, the reward exchange for time killing time, I just really want to kick this out of the way. That's what I'm gonna exchange for. Will I make everybody really angry if I skip the dialogue? Because I do not want to read anymore. Generally. There's like a lot of people in the stream, and I really don't want to read anymore. Like, seriously, dude. Anyways, just keep going. Of course not Seichun. Mixed reaction has, an old snake, kinda. Yeah, I really just want to see the fighting part. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I'm probably gonna read that on my own time. There is a theater for a reason. Gosh darn it, where are the combat scenes? If there's any combat scenes, I'm gonna be so happy. Zilu. Oh, that's how she looks like without the thingy. Oh. That's how she looks like without the thingy. Oh, that's actually, okay, just keep going. In Sinclair's seat was a large stack of papers, each filled to the brim with writing. Are these papers? Phew, I'm done. So I got too into making a lesson plan, and just couldn't stop myself from writing. Phew. What does AA mean? How do you plan to explore 180 approaches in a month? Appreciation of artistry in assassinations. F you. Went too far. What does FU stand for? Flip a page and continue reading those 180 approaches. Wait. What paint did you use? It's quite vicious and the paper has partially melted. Ah, lady, watch yourself. You almost got some on my arm. Ah, a painting. Zilo and trials. Coating the world. Now you know how appreciate the artistry of slaughter. Okay, so nice. This, what the hell did you paint in that paper? Hey, get it together. Lilo stumbled briefly. Whatever was on the paper must have given her quite a shock. Ah, my mind wandered for a moment. This is too dangerous to be used for a lesson. Thus, it goes into the discard pile. Weak sauce. Lilo crumpled up the paper without hesitation and tossed it outside. Intro to Societal Reintegration, whatever it's called. Impressive title. Chapter 1. How to shake hands with your left hand when the situation calls for it. Chapter 2. Exploring the exclusively long-sleeved fashion and practices. Chapter 3. Projecting confidence and why having a bug arm is totally cool. That's you know how it is. Be proud of who you are, and that philosophy stuff. I wanted this lesson to give a bit of paradigm shift when paradigm shift where we can all come to see flaws not as failing, but as evidence of our individuality, which will usher in where we can carry on our lives no matter what kind of arm we have. Discard next. We'll quickly flip through the pages. Intro to Denshigative Linguistics, subheading The Power of Words. Sticks, stones may break their bones, so let's add words to the pile. My credentials include the ability to dress down an opponent so hard that they fall to their knees and beg me to stop. Okay. I have plans for application as well. The lesson teaches methods pertaining to discussing accomplishments in criticism and vice versa. All of this seems rather difficult to learn. I've concluded from my hitherto observations that Jia Qixun is an individual of great promise in this field. Follow my instruction to a T. And I guarantee, I just burped, and I guarantee you that this candidate shall be able to have the upper hand in any verbal confrontations. Is this a curriculum to make the best brawler or the best family hierarch of me? I'm quite interested, but Tia Shichun's Venhem and veto eventually overruled the suggestion. Okay, this is gonna be done. From okay. Fine on thee. Wherefore? Next. So if ego splitting consider mind conf for a suction. Dude, how long is this? Other incomprehensible. Yeah. Perhaps Miss Ryoshi's advice to on the truncate the lesson title should have been taken in earnest. Survival and exploration. 21 reasons to pay attention when the exploration team leader is giving advice on the upcoming adventure. Case study for the 30 horrible mistakes that occurred because the team was distracting during the teacher's lecture. How to track down the troublemaker who decides to sneak down the frog. Okay, for someone who ignored my advice, that's why we should have been moving 2 steps ahead. Finally, I have narrowed them down to 3 culprits. Ah, wait, I forgot to take that part out. And into the shredder it went. When did that paper shredder get there? You yawning is a cover for popping a cookie or 2 into your mouth. Especially useful when getting lectured. Hey, if you get good enough at it, you can do that with nuts too. Ah, so it was you who made those crunching noises in our last meeting. What? Nah, do you take me for an amateur? The art of social maneuvers, how to let it flow through you. How to not make things awkward when you walk right into someone bad-mouthing you. The most important part of this art is the flesh. Refreshing smell when honest. It helps when you convince yourself that smiling is what brings good fortune. Smiles have a way of disarming people, giving them pause and making them hesitate. I remember that Big Bro used to use that technique to confuse a lot of Dongan people who hated him. I see. This. I can't quite bring myself to throw this into the shredder. Next, how to remain in complete stillness for a week until the next command is received. This Marcel. I knew it's Marcel. And this lesson plan was designated based on Rodent's advice that I must prioritize strengths that are unique to myself. Look, in my defense, I didn't know he considered that. 1 second, let me just. In my defense, I didn't know he considered that this much unique strength trick, eh? Let us consider whether standing in complete stillness for a week is a quality one might seek in the family hierarchy. This was certainly interesting. What separates bravado from bravery? Jack should sawed off and grab your weapons. Look, always gotta read the full print. Ah, that's my philosophy. That reason don't necessarily need to be considered before I'll come into blows. Martial prowess is indeed an indispensable part of the family hierarchy qualities, but our focus is not on developing a hierarchy of a syndicate. Next, information disparities as divergent treatment. I don't know. That's actually the most interesting sounding one so far. On the application of engineering frameworks. Okay, it's kind of losing me, but I'm still on board. Or system resolution in rational self-interest driven societies and... Is it still going? That was 1/5 of the full title. Nice. It seems that the same trouble has hindered both you and I. Every word in the title was added for its absolute necessity. Indeed. Majority of our lesson plans. Ah, finally. Now that's over. Yes, it's finally my turn. You, Sinclair, aside the review about the gun teacher myself. I thought I could be good at it. As you say, I'm pretty happy to give him an opportunity like this. So the theory on self-overcoming. I have to accept that every one of you stumbles at first, but obviously starting to be a better person than I was yesterday. Hey, but what if I like who I was yesterday more? Um, that's okay. Everyone has their own unique potential sleeping inside, sleeping deep inside. So if everything I've learned and experienced so far, let me teach you. Let me teach you how to not doubt your own abilities, how to always shoot higher. I don't think you can be talking. But what's up with acting like an infinitely more enlightened person than I am? Oh, uh, maybe because Cromer. Yay, Cromer. We beat Cromer up, so he's happy now. I don't know. Daniel, I don't know why he's speaking. I never would have imagined St. Clair would be this into it. Yeah, too bad he isn't so into it that he's not even listening to what Sichin said. Following that, your company's... it seems that Zilo has completed her interview. Oh, I see. Now, how is everything going, everyone? Class prep going well? Stop. Minecraft is not most special. Okay, so that's a no. Further pieces of her lesson plan in her hands. Well, it wasn't a complete burst. At least Sinclair's lesson plan survived. Phew, Miss Zigong, Miss I've prepared a full 30 days worth of lesson plan. Would you like to take a look? Zigong saw these one looking at the dozens of lesson plans Sinclair found, so they were looking away. Zigong especially was looking away with an unmistakable expression of pity. So he doesn't know. Would you mind explaining this, Zilo? I couldn't bring myself to tell him. He's a student. Yeah, let's go. He's a student, guys. He's a student. No way. He forgot to take third grade. He forgot to take third grade, yeah. Cromer killed his family and he didn't take third grade. This looks like a proper classroom. Forgot we have to redo the whole lesson plan under their supervision. Otis, you always get the soapbox and try to lecture everyone about something after every single battle anyways. Okay, I don't think I should keep skipping. I'm gonna read now. It may have come a few years late, but I am moved that my lady finally has a chance at experiencing school. Dude, oh, that reminds me. One day out of nowhere, she started saying something about eating from lunch boxes with friends. I haven't a clue as how or where she even heard about it, but she snuck that into the kitchen and thus I must leave the lesson plans to you, Zelo, to you two, Zelo and Miss Sade. Have you any thoughts on this matter? Slacker. What was that? I said nothing. Okay. It's finally another. Okay, what's this? This is a new type of fighting thingy. Okay, I really just want to see the new thingy that they gave us. Nothing. This is what it is. Alright, so, morale. Okay, this is the epic gameplay. But apparently, he was outplayed and had his limbs and head torn off as punishment. What a relief, isn't it? I'm glad I didn't go away. You were right. I only have the Wu branch under your control. So we agreed to move on from that. Remember? We don't have to talk about it. Whoa, this is amazing gameplay. How do I upgrade? How the heck do I upgrade? I wanna upgrade, dude. This is very confusing gameplay. Just begin class. Just begin it. A pop quiz. Oh, hello, frame RBX. I don't know how long you're there, but nice. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna skip this. Yay! Their morale has been increased. Oh, okay, nice. Ren, so that's the Ren, that's the Chong, that's a Yong, that's the Dr. Whatever that is. Okay, so now there's combo thingy. So I have no clue what it is. Okay, so this reduces morale, so let's just get something to increase morale as a final day. One that comes often. Yay, we're decreasing their morale. Yay. No, they get a lot of morale from this, which is pretty good. Um, Wait, so combos, you can get start getting this much more stuff. Nice. I think my Yong is the least at the moment. Use myself yeah, this goes to Lord Trill War breaking out right here, which absolutely would have happened if Miss Yukon were here failed to finish her ascension. It would have spread like wildfire too. Yo. Actually, this is pretty well written, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna spam the skip because I wanna finish this and get to the fighting part. Young. Yay. Uh Are there any more combos that we can get? Okay, let's just try to find some combos. So, no. Dawn Faust. You know that gives a combo already. So you and you? No. So you and you. You and you. You and you? No. Why do none of them give a combo? Dex. Okay, so you know that gives one. We know that gives one. No, I don't think they give any other. There's no real combos. There's not a lot of combos. Anyways, these two, I guess. Let's go, Oxygen. I'm not, you, big bro. I pay attention in class. Nice. Oh, hello, Miss Dayu. So long. Alright, so I think we need to... Day 6. A midterm? What the heck's a midterm? Do we have to fight them? Because if we have to fight them, I'd fight them. Yeah, fight him. Fight him. Beat him up. Beat him up. This seems like a very scripted fight. She inflicts no potency at all. Yay, we win, we win. Yippee hooray. It's a very, very scripted fight, but we apply like no potency whatsoever for Rupture. Applying no potency is like the worst thing you can do. Yay, woohoo. Nice, do we have any more combos that we can get? We can try to find one. I don't know any combos. There doesn't seem to be any combos that you can get. I really just want to get as much young as possible because that's the one we have the least of at the moment. Why not just grab that? And then we get morale later. Most of them got denied. Adventurous in the physical state. It's probably gonna be something in the mental state. You can see, spice bush inside there. You can literally see spice bush in there. There's so many, there's many of these combo thingies, but I don't seem to get any of them. Is there any other thing? I'm getting a lot of young from that. You also gain a lot of young from that. Let's get some Dr. Get a lot of that one from there. And you just increase morale back to full. I do not know if there's any more combos. I don't think you can get more combos. Zam. Wait, so Marcel plus you, Ishmael. You get a combo plus you. So then, so we do this, you, and you. Then we go you, then you. Yeah, that's a better idea. Okay, so you get Altus immediately. And, combos. Do we have any more combos than just that? Okay, so Faust gain 4 Ren stat. All stats plus 1. Alright, so you plus you, it said. Prep time. So they get that. Now, Ren, I want to increase it fast, but it's fine. Another midterm. It's probably another scripted fight, I'm not sure. Bro, can't he just inflict some count? Alright, we're done with this one. Are there any more combos? Hmm. What did I just get? I just got an upgrade that funny thing. Nice. Wait, there should be a combo for this. There needs to be a combo with Rodion. Sure, why not we do this with Ryoshu and that. Great, I don't, this is gambling. Ah, wait, stop gargling at us like that, then join us at the table. Come on, guy. You know how this game needs 4 players. I refuse your invitation. I must say it's ridiculous of you to be forcing my lady to partake in such a base activity, and what audacity to invite me as well. Oh, so you think you don't have a chance, huh? Wow. And here I thought you'd at least be better than me at this game. Fine, fine. I get it. Don't play a game you have the snowball chance in hell of winning. It's a good philosophy. I subscribe to it. You seriously think your shallow obvious attempts at goading me into playing this game will work? Uh-huh. What, sorry? Scrubs says what? So we joined the table. Alright, the lesson's pretty straightforward. You three work together to ensure that I don't win this game. In other words, make sure I'm not number 1 by the end of it. Well, that seems easy enough. But be warned, I have the special power to read into your minds without hearing even a word out of your mouths. Let me give you a demonstration. Let's see. Ah, Sinclair. I can see the corners of your lips twitching while your eyes are suspiciously wandering over there. You're looking to form a peng, aren't you? I know what that means. Oof. And teaching you. And you want this tile I've got. Now, I want to never, ever discard this tile. How do you know? Honestly, it would have been tougher for us to not know. Let's try get something that like covers all the stats. You should be pretty close. I know Ishmael does pretty good at this. Ishmael does much better. Ishmael should have won with this. Yes, she does. What does this do with Faust? Okay. So, being class. 23 young. 22 Drew Tangy. Nice, we got multiple more. A lot more is this stuff. And we got more combos. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent.
중요한 건 내가 어떤 사람인지 알게 하는 거. 조금씩 아프.
Nice, we're doing a lot of damage. Oh yeah, and she's inflicting count now, which is good.
지도자라면 동료를 포기하지 않아.
Yeah, we win. That one was really easy. Dawn plus Ryoshu, and then we use Dawn plus you. Alright, so now we do to gain Ren, Dawn, and then we do Rodin. Drunken Palm, whatever that is. It's that one guy. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream here and complete the rest of the game.